Ryan Reynolds appeared last night on the red carpet of the Toronto Film Festival with his mother instead of Blake Lively. He was also caught being rude to a child reporter and once again revealed that he's exploited his children for his own financial gain. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. Ryan Reynolds and Colin Hanks were there to promote their new documentary about John Candy, which, for the record, I support. I love John Candy. I don't care if Ryan's a producer on it. I'm going to support this doc. It's on Amazon Prime. I'm such a big fan of John Candy. And while they were out there premiering this film for John Candy's kids, family, and close friends, it was somebody else who actually took the spotlight of the opening night of the TIFF Festival. We'll get there at the end. You might be surprised who actually was the star of the evening, and it wasn't Ryan, Colin, or even John Candy. But let's go through some of these appearances that Ryan made, because yes, he showed up with his mom. His mom, Tammy Reynolds, was there, and Blake was a no-show. A lot of other little photos that came in here. Here's with John Candy's kids, Colin Hanks, who this article referred to as Nepo baby. Tom Hanks's Nepo baby Colin. That's kind of mean, but yeah, it is Tom Hanks's kid. But they showed up with a lot of other stars, Eugene Levy, etc., promoting this film for John Candy. It's called "I Like Me," which is a line from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And speaking of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, they even rolled up in the car, a look-alike car, burn up, like in the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which I got to admit is pretty cute. Here they are showing up in the flaming car. Colin and Ryan, it's a pretty fun sight to see. That's one of my favorite films, and nice to see that getting some recognition. I just wish it was with somebody else, but it opened up the festival. It got good reviews. Actually got some mixed reviews. Apparently it's too nice. The film is just a touching tribute, which is what I'm all for, but doesn't really get to anything a little deeper or darker at all. And that's it's like a smile for, and sad, but nobody has a bad thing to say about John Candy, which I'm not surprised, but is this just then a tribute, or is it actually a documentary? That's a lot of what reviewers are kind of asking. But overall, everybody's missing John Candy, including Ryan Reynolds.
Well, I'm going to tell my life story in real time. John, he left us in 1994. He might be the greatest, most beautiful man that I've never met, and I really genuinely.
Most beautiful man he's never met. I genuinely wishes he could meet him. He's obsessed with him. He admits it. I get that. Spaceballs. My goodness, you go through it. The Great Outdoors, Uncle Buck, Vacation, Planes, Trains. Only the Lonely is a great one. Anyway, lots of fantastic and some bad. Fantastic John Candy movies. I get his appeal. But this is the thing that's now going around TikTok, Instagram, all over. This moment where he was rude to a reporter. Let's look.
What's your question for me, brother? Nice to meet you. Let's get to the question.
All right, shut up, kid. Let's get to the question. Well, here's the full kid. This is Liam. This is from Virgin Radio. I found the source. Let's watch Liam's one question for Ryan Reynolds.
What's going on? What's your question for me?
Hi, Ryan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Let's skip to the question.
Why is there so much Chipotle mayo on your Tim Hortons breakfast?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I wish I had some control over that. But you know what I can do? I can send a strongly worded letter to the chef over at Tim Hortons. Okay. Consider it done, young man. What's your name?
Liam.
Liam? Okay, Liam. I'll make it downright vicious. Okay. But I'm going to just say it's from you.
I don't find it as rude as everyone else is calling it. I mean, the beginning part of this get to the question is a little impatient. Definitely is showing a little bit of his diva-like qualities. But he did. I think he ignored a lot of those people when he saw the kid, and he took a moment for the kid to get a question in. And I know a lot of you don't want to give him any grace. I get it. But, you're on a pretty tight schedule on these things. You got to get through. You got to make time, and you got to try to quickly get as many of these people as possible. And I will give him credit for making time for the kid. I was trying to read my boss. What does it say there? I was so curious. Oh, my boss, Darren, wants to know something about the sexiest man. Okay, he picked the Tim Hortons question. For those of you confused.
Two freshly cracked.
Tim Hortons is a store, restaurant, I don't know what it is, like a convenience store in Canada. Don't come after me. I know some people are really all about their Tim Hortons. It's like Wawa here in Florida.
Expertly scrambled with crispy hash browns, sausage crumble.
There's that Chipotle sauce that he's saying there's too much.
Creamy Chipotle sauce cooked over freshly harvested organic lava.
They skipped the lava part, but yeah.
Anyway, that's the ad that he's now part of that. So beyond that, there was also a revelation that he, used his 2-year-old son to secure Bill Murray for an interview for his John Candy documentary. Once again, always trying to use those kids as he can. Now, he explains the story about how it's hard to track Bill Murray, which is true. I've heard that from numerous stories over the years. And he has sort of a line you have to call. And it's like a Greek shipping company voicemail. And then you have to leave a message. And he kept leaving messages. Finally, he gets a call back admitting he failed a test when Murray asked about the godfather of the spit take. Reynolds said he ended up being ghosted. So then he sent Murray a video message, which is when he knew he was really desperate, the actor joked. Reynolds explained that he was running out of time in the video message, telling the audience, existentially, of course, because death will find me at some point. This is when my 2-year-old son just enters, like from a horror movie. It's 11:30 at night. The kid should be out cold. He says something indecipherable, effing 2-year-olds. And I said, I'm sending a video to Bill. Tell Bill to do the interview. And he goes, looks right in the camera and goes, do the interview, Bill. And I said, say no to a kid like that. Then we'll know what kind of monster you are. And then I just hung up. I mean, cute or strange? I want to hear your thoughts, guys. This one's a little less egregious than some of the other ones we've heard, especially the one with he made his child say curse words in Deadpool Wolverine, which apparently she didn't want to really do. And he said, well, I'll find somebody else, which then sort of prompted her to want to do it. And then, made some sexualized joke that I just feel like didn't need to do. And then as Sean Levy revealed, they did many more. Just one of these other examples where, and again, I typically wouldn't be doing this, Ryan, but why are we nipping this? Because you've gone out there going after Justin pretty hard, being sort of like this tonal police, calling him thin-skinned, everything else. Nothing's come forward as bad as the stuff that you keep getting exposed for. That's what's so hypocritical about all this. People in, glass houses shouldn't be throwing stones, is the old saying. One more clip that was found of Ryan. Here it is on the red carpet from ET magazine.
I think if I define joy, time is like usually associated with joy,
This is how he finds joy, not by ruining other people's lives.
Slow morning. That's joy. Like a slow-ass morning.
You know what my joy would be? If he told me what is happening with Avengers and
how much do you think he was worried on this red carpet that he was going to get some of those questions? Now, I'm sure the publicist said, don't ask. And they were probably protecting him to only go to journalists that they could trust. But she's now trying to, she's thirsty, man. She really wants a piece of Ryan. She's all over
maple
him.
syrup to maple syrup. I don't know where that.
Tell me some Avengers gossip here, please.
Not a
That's a lot of calories.
At all.
You can't say anything.
It could be a currency. What brings you joy besides me forcing spoilers out of you?
Just hugging Ryan and just.
Okay.
He's gonna tell me.
You
know what's gonna make me excited?
Tell me really, for real.
Channing Tatum's here and DJ's here, and I remember you said something about the back of his head. Do you remember?
Can you fly a helicopter? Does the back of your head look like a huge penis? The answer is yes!
Who's terrible?
It's a funny joke.
I know.
I was
terrible.
just messing with him because he could beat the crap out of me with his eyelash. So I will only say something as long as I know I can get away with it.
He'll only say something as long as he can get away with it. Interesting. Well, I teased this. The reviews of the movie were good, mostly positive. Everybody loves John Candy. I do too. That should have been a good title. Everybody loves Candy. But it was another star who will break your heart. It was another star that took the spotlight of the TIFF opening night. Can you figure out who it was? Who's the buzzy star that got all the attention? It was Sydney Sweeney. What? I know. I didn't see that coming either. Her film Christie looks to be a box office knockout, and Oscar performances are now, they're saying this performance where she plays boxer Christy Martin, it apparently is fantastic, and everyone was blown away by Sydney Sweeney's performance in the film. I think a lot of people were surprised given all the drama she's sort of caused lately. But yes, she's now getting award-friendly release date, award talk, and the film got much more higher marks and attention than Ryan Reynolds and any of his shenanigans did that evening. So who would have thought Sydney Sweeney was the star of the evening, outstarred Ryan Reynolds. Whew, what do you think about all this? Were you offended? Did you think it was rude? Some of those clips, let me know in the comments down below. Hit that bell for alerts if you haven't. Also, quick alert, we're going to be live on Uncensored in a little bit. We might be live now, so check here if you're a member here, or go to popcornplanet.com, go to the website. You can then join. Click sign up. In fact, I'm showing you. If you're like, Andy, how do I do that? If not, hopefully you're clicking. Here it is. Go sign up, become a member, and then you can check it out in the exclusive content, or the news feed will have information. Once you're a member, you'll see access link to join our uncensored Popcorn Live. We're going to be live today. I'm so excited to do it. See you guys there. Thank you so much for all the amazing views and support. We got a lot more coming your way here on Popcorn Planet.